Hey, what's up gamers? Welcome to GameStar. Hey, I had a match recently. I was solo in a trios match, and I was just trying to get footage of the Butcher's Head on the new Harvest event, and unfortunately some other team popped him before I got there. So I was using a fresh hunter, and I was already halfway to the Butcher, and the whole purpose of this run was just to get footage that I can no longer get. So I decided I'd just keep going, I'd throw myself at him, and, you know, get killed, move on to the next match. But things didn't quite go that way. And I think we can really learn from this match. So I want to make a quick video to break it down. If you're like me, you have been in the team with a larger number, either 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 or 2-on-1, whatever the case is, and you've lost a match. If that hasn't happened to you, I'll guarantee it will, and that has happened to me. But I think we can really look at this match and see how that happens and what we can do to avoid it. So I thought we'd kind of break it down, and, well, if you got a minute, let me show you. Check it out. So in this particular game, I was heading to the boss when a team popped it. So at that point, I decided, what the heck, let's go for it. Worst case scenario, I die, and I just jump into another game. I had a fresh hunter, and not the greatest gear. So no real big loss if this gamble doesn't pay off. But it was about this point that I realized that I had no cover, and I wasn't sure where they all were. So I made my way to the barn right across the way, and prepared to hunker down. Now one of them had got the bounty already, so they knew where I was, and they knew I was alone. If you ever find yourself in this situation where you're in a group of 3 and you know there's only one person holding you up, organize a push. Have your teammates flank around the opposite direction as you and converge on them at the same point at the same time. Now I want you to look right here. Focus right there. Watch. That dude stuck me hard. Now it was about this point that I expected him to rush me. And this is what you want to do. You have a teammate report a solid hit. He can cover that window so I can't come out that way. And then the other 2 push to the barn and rush me. And had they done that, I would have been in a really bad situation. But luckily for me, they didn't. They played pretty conservative, and so did I. I decided at this point, I wasn't sure where they all were. I wasn't even sure there was 3 of them or not. I was just going to hunker in this barn and hope that they'd come at me slow enough that I could manage. But after just a short wait in the barn, they decided to make their move. Now, I didn't notice quite then what gun that was. Watching the footage now, I recognized the sound immediately, but during the fight, I didn't notice that he had dual dolches. But I wanted to get out and I wanted to grab that bounty so I could see where they were. But luckily I didn't because one was waiting right outside. Now, I had heard the third one running around down below and I expected him to come up the stairs right away, but he didn't. And as I realized he wasn't, I decided to go ahead and go for the guns. And that's when I spotted the dolches. Now at this point, I just didn't know where he was. But I couldn't hear him, couldn't see him. And finally. I have to thank this hunter for bringing the dolches. It's very kind of him. Now, I have to give credit to the first one to come in because he had to peek in to a window that I would easily be guarding, and I could see much better than him. Unfortunately for him, the second one did not follow immediately in, and the third one did not rush up the stairs. So I was lucky enough in this case to just get handed 3 individual one-on-one fights instead of 3 of them on me, as it should have been. So as you see, that could have been easily avoided by the other team. They could have been the ones celebrating at the end there, as they should have. They should have been the one taking the bounties home, but they made a mistake. And it's a mistake that I made. I'm not trying to crap on them. I just want to make sure that you don't make that same mistake. If you have a numbers advantage, especially like a 3-on-1 numbers advantage, then use it. Make that last gunfight a 3-on-1. Don't make it 3 1-on-1s. You're just giving the advantage to your opponent. But hey, if you do your best and you still get shot, you still lose the match, look, it ain't no thing. Don't let it get to you. Because you know what? You're still a game star. That's all that matters. I'll see you next Thursday. Until then.